Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. On the table today we have the CZ P10S optics ready model. Now this is a model that has been pretty elusive, at least to me locally. It took me a little bit over a year to find this particular pistol, and it is not something I wanted to order online. I just wanted to get my hands on it and feel it and see if it was something that I would be comfortable, or at least if to me it would live up to all the hype that I had read and I had seen online. And I'm glad that I waited until I got this in my hands. And at the end of the video, I will tell you my final thoughts and whether this is for me or not, what I really think about this pistol. So let's knock out some of the specs right away. Most of the P10S models are being made here in the US, although you will find some that were made in the Czech Republic. And from what I hear, there are some differences in the quality of the pistols. Your experience may vary. This, of course, is in 9mm. The capacity as it comes from the factory is 12+1, and it came with 2 mags. You see it in the pistol. Now the pistol has been safety checked, but I will show you. So the mags came with 2, 12 rounders, 12+1. And let's get into the mags right away. They're really nice steel mags, and it has the new version of the mags from CZ. It has the 2 cuts. So if you got the newer CZ P10C mags, here's one. It's got you can see it's 15. So you can have 15+1. It has the 2 cuts as well. Let's see which light can give you that better. It's got the 2 cuts. So the new mag from the P10C will fit, although you've got this exposed area here, and I haven't found anybody that sells a sleeve that would actually fit well. But it does work. It ejects and it catches. So the new mag from the C, will work. And here's an older mag, also from a P10C. And you see it only has one notch, one cutout here. And although it goes in, it doesn't catch. So it will not work. So the older mags with 1 cutout will not work. The newer mags with the 2 cutouts on each side will work. So back to the specs of this gun. You have 2 mags of 12+1. But I had a base pad of a +2 laying around. This is the second 12 round mag that came with it, and I put the +2 base pad. So what's interesting here, kind of what you can do with a Glock 26, you can carry it 12+1 in this configuration, or you can put the base pad and now you've got 14+1. I have medium-sized hands. So this would be my grip with a 14+1, and this would be my grip with the 12+1. So there you go. So there's the mags. They're very nice quality. They're all steel. The frame is a fiber reinforced polymer. I'll let you walk you around it as I read the specs. The sights, it comes with a tritium front, and I'm not sure if the camera will catch it with this light. Let's see if it'll focus. So you got an orange high visibility sight with a tritium insert, and this is made by Ameriglo. The rear is just a serrated, sorry about that. There you go. Oof, it's really not liking that background. Sorry about that. But it is the serrated rear, blacked out. And in this case, I've got the Holosun, the 407C. Let the focus catch up. There you go. It's the 407C. I did not get the 507C because I really don't care. It's the same thing, except with that extra circle dot that you can select. And I don't really care for that. So I got the 407C. And let's spend a little bit of time there. There's a couple of things that I didn't like about the mounting system. And I know I'm bouncing around a little bit here, but the pistol does not come with any of the mounting plates. So you've got to buy them And one school of thought tells you, well, that's good because you don't end up spending money on plates that you will never use. Other people say, I'd like to have it ready out of the box. So that's whichever way you feel about that. But I went to the CZ website, and of course they were sold out. I couldn't find any of the plates. So I reached out to the good guys over at CZ Custom, and they were kind enough to send me the plate for this review. So thank you, CZ Custom, for the plate. And the nice thing about it is that it is aluminum, and so you don't get a polymer plate on it. Let's see if you can get a good look. It's a low profile plate. The only thing I really don't like about this plate is look at the gap that it leaves you right here. You got this big old gap between your red dot and the frame. Now the one from ZZ directly, it has a filler right there, so there's no gap. But like I said, you can't find them. Gives you a little bit better look there at the rear sight. And the sights with a 407C with a holosun, you can see they don't really co-witness. It's just almost there, but they're not quite there. I guess in a pinch you could use it, but the sights do not co-witness. The barrel length is 3.5 inches. The slide is steel with a nitride finish. The width of the pistol is 1.26 inches. The weight of it unloaded is 24.4 ounces. And the overall length of the pistol is 6.6 inches. It has a fire pin block safety and of course the little dingus trigger safety that you see here. The MSRP for this pistol, as you see it without the red dot and without the mag extension that you saw on the other mag, comes in at $590 for the optics ready version and $577 for the base model. Locally, I found this for $480. Now, let's take a look at what do you think about the size of it. Now, 12+1, it is a beefy pistol. It's got a bigger slide. It just feels big in your hand. The quality of the build feels really good. When you rack the slide compared to some of the other pistols that are out there, like the Glocks and even the SIG P365, it feels really solid, really well done. Let's see if we can turn around, look at it the other way. The focus catch up so you can see how the barrel fits and the guide rod. Now I have another video that I posted not too long ago that shows you the insides of it. We spent the whole video looking at the inside. So I'll try to post up here somewhere the card if you're interested in that. If not, go to my video description and you'll see it. I think it's 2 videos ago. So we'll take a look at comparison with another gun in a second. The frame is a fiberglass reinforced polymer frame. It's made in the US, and some people will claim that the polymer that is used in the US is a little bit more flexible than the ones that are coming out of the Czech Republic. I don't know if that's the case because I only have the US version, but that is something that has been brought up several times. The grip is very ergonomic. It's a very nice grip. Pull out a little bit. It's a very nice grip. It's got a high beaver tail up here, so it lets you get really nice and high on the gun. It's got a high undercut here beneath the trigger guard, a positive mag release that is serrated and not too obstructive. It lets you reach it very nicely without having to break your grip. And as a comparison, as a difference to the P10C, especially the older P10Cs, is that it's not ambi, but it is reversible. So that makes it even easier to operate, which was one of the prior complaints that people had. So it's very nice. It's very easy to operate. And even with a mag extension, with the extra weight, no problem. So that works really well. Going back to the grip, the texture, it retains the very aggressive texture that it had on the P10C. You can see here in the back, see if it cooperates. Maybe this side will work better. There you go. So you can see the little, not quite pyramids, there we go. but it's very, very aggressive in the front, and it has the same, in the back, and it's got the same in the front. Now, if you can see the side, it's a lot more muted. So the pyramids are actually flat and much lower. You can see how they stick in the front and in the back. So for the part that touches your skin, it's very, it's very non-aggressive, let's call it that. It's not going to hurt your sides, but the front and back are very aggressive, and it'll give you a good grip on the gun. The front of the trigger guard has some ribbing. Now, the ribbing here is horizontal, so it does give you a little bit of a grip there. It's got a single slot rail under the dust cover. You do have landing pads on the sides, on both sides. That gives you a nice place for your index and for your support hand, which is a place for your thumb. The takedown levers are very Glock-like on both sides of the pistol. Just pull the slide back a little bit, pull down, pull the trigger, and off you go. Slide stop works like a charm. No problem there. It is very low profile, and it gets out of the way. Front and rear serrations that are very positive. And as one thing I mentioned in my other video is that when you have the cover plate, not with the optic mounted, but the cover plate that comes with it, that it has the serrations as well that continue across it. So where the cover plate serrations meet the slide serrations, it was very, very sharp. And if you're not careful, at least in this particular example, it would have cut you, or it can cut you if you're not careful. But the serrations are very positive. They work really well. So I'll let you take a look at it there. And since we're here, let's take a look at the trigger. It's empty. So typical P10 trigger. I'm being quiet a little bit, let you go through it. Here you go. There's the wall and the brake, very crisp, very positive. Let's take a look at the reset right there. Very nice. I actually think that this is better than my original P10C. Very nice. A lot of people say that this whole package out of the box is probably some of the best money spent because there's nothing else that you need to do to it. It comes with interchangeable back straps so you can play with the grip. Mag release is good. Excellent trigger, front and rear serrations, optics ready, high def front sight, night sight, rail, good aggressive front, easy on the side. What else could you need, right? So I took this to the range and all excited about finally finding a P10S. And was I thrilled? Did it absolutely floor me? I have to tell you that it did not. And I'm sorry to say this, but to me, and this is nothing but a one-person experience, my experience, is that as excited as I was about this pistol, there's something about how it shoots, about the balance of the pistol, that it just doesn't feel right. And it is not just the size of it, because my Glock 26, for example, for a long time, it was my best shooting Glock until the Glock 19X came around. And I actually liked shooting the 26 better than my 19. I shot it better. So it's not the size. And let's compare, since we're talking about size, let's take a look. Here we got the P365, and it is clear. And I just have the mag in it so you can see size-wise. But here we got the P365. Now this one you've seen in prior videos. This one has the XL grip module on it with a regular slide. But if you want to take a look at it, see if I can do this with if the light will let me. You can see the difference in the sizes right there, how much thicker the grip is. And here we got 12 plus 1 on the left. Let me bring them around this way and see. So now you got the CZ at the bottom, and you got the P365 on top. Look how much bigger the CZ is. And they're both 12+1. See the difference in every dimension. The grip, trying to line them up here. Top of slide to top of slide. See that? Now the grip length, they're almost identical. Just you see the angle, the difference in the angle at the bottom of the grip. But look at the difference in size. So that's how it would look against the SIG P365, both of them 12+1. Now, how does it look against the Glock 48? Again, this one is unloaded. So with the Glock 48, trying to line them up again. The Glock 48 is a little bit longer, but look how much thinner it is. Let's flip them around. Hope the light is working here, guys. Now here's where you're going to say, aha, the Glock at the bottom has 10+1. The CZ on the top has 12+1. And look, the CZ is shorter. Okay, well, where's how can we get around that? Well, here we have the shield arms 15+1, and it's got an A at the bottom because this came to me through Alaskan Ballistics. And if you haven't checked out his channel, please do. We're still empty. Fantastic content that he has. So now we have 15+1. And look, the difference at the bottom is not that much, but 15+1, 12+1. But aha, now what? Well, voila, we got a +2. All right, so now we got 14+1, 15+1. And look at this. It's almost identical at the bottom. But look how much thinner. Although it's a little bit longer, that's not the part that matters. Please try not to look at the Holosun, at the red dot. But if you just look at the slides, look how much thinner the Glock 48 is. And look at the bottom. So I can tell you that the quality of the build feels better on the CZ than the Glock. When you grab the Glock, just, you know, you can hear the rattle. You don't hear that much on this. And on the SIG, very little as well. So I didn't mean this to turn into a comparison video, but I wanted to show you the differences that you have. You do have a rail at the front, and the only light that I have, weapon mounted light that I have, is the Olight Mini, the original one, the Valkyrie 1, and that doesn't fit. But there are videos out there that the Valkyrie 2, the one that is on the rails, and it's a little bit shorter lengthwise, that it does fit. But the regular Olight, I just wanted to show you that it's not going to fit. So here it is, coming to the end of the P10S, and I'll try to throw in some range footage if I can. If not, I will do it in a separate video because I do have some. And as always, I do these in one take only, so I'm trying to do the best that I can with that. P10S, am I in love with it? I want to be. I really do. I really don't know if I'm going to keep it. I'm shooting well with it, but I really have to try. And I don't know. I'm thinking as I'm filming this, I'm not thrilled. I'm kind of actually disappointed. Maybe it was a whole year of trying to find one and building this hype in my mind, and the hype that I've heard from so many channels, so many people about this pistol. Trigger is good. Quality is good. Some tooling marks inside like you see in my past video, but that shouldn't be enough to make me not like it. there's something about how the gun shoots in my hand that I think this is going to be a pass for me. So anyway, let me know what you think. Am I completely off my rocker? Do you love it? What am I missing here? I'd love it if you let me know. And thank you so much for stopping by. And until the next one, God bless.